You are live. We are live. Hello, hello.
Hello, hello, intuition of the soul.
And vibe of the week and then some. Let's maybe give it a second here, see if we get some people joining us, and then we'll get started. But this will be recorded anyway, so even if we don't catch you live, because it is Sunday, yeah, we'll catch you sometime, right?
And we're on. So
Okay. So the first thing we want to start with out with is welcome. Welcome to Vibe of the Week Live. Thank you for your patience. I know the last couple of Vibe of Weeks have been later or we've had to push back and stuff like that, but we know that life sometimes gets in the way. And it's really gotten a lot in the way this week, but that's okay.
it's
So
been
one
wonky energy in the last couple
that's
of weeks.
That's right. And one of the things that we talked about last week in our vibe was that needing to have a little bit of extra protection for yourself out there because just of the energies. And so Kitty and I talked that over, and we were finding different places where it was really needed, and especially in groups. Because as Kitty said, which is perfect, is even a group is an entity, when we're together. So we're going to start out our vibe of the week, or I'll let Kitty, if she wants to elaborate on that.
Yeah, it's just, a lot of us will protect ourselves before we come into groups and stuff. But what we were both experiencing was sometimes we were in a group and the group itself needed to kind of establish an intention, establish a safe circle. So we're just going to take a minute to have you take a breath in, exhale, call in all of our guides for the most benevolent reasons to deliver information so we have a week that works really well for us, to establish this as a circle and setting the intention for information to be shared, and blessings to everyone and protection for all who participate in this activity. So that's our blessing for the vibe.
All right, beautifully said. All right. So now let's vibe it. Okay, are you ready? All right. So, in on that note, um, I have still been feeling a little bit of that. Um, in my meditation this morning, I saw a couple different birds, and I see Susan, and one of them was the eagle, Sue. So that's why I said I keep getting references to eagles all over. One was in my meditation. I saw your beautiful pictures. Um, but the first one was a hawk, and what the hawk represented was, and actually I saw just the hawk's eye. That's also a spirit animal for me, and the eagle is as well. And the hawk was, when I see the hawk that always comes to me, he's always perched up really high in a tree or on a wire, and he's, um, surveying the land. And so the message was to bring ourselves up to a different point of view, to look at things from a higher perspective. And the eagle was not flying and not sitting, but he was coming into his nest and he was bringing his wings down and tucking them in like they do. So the eagle to me represents courage and strength and determination and goodness. And there's so many things I associate with the eagle. And what he was doing, though, is he was coming home to his comfort and he was settling in because he knew that everything he needed was provided for him. So the message that I got from the birds were about this energy is like the energy is here, so you need to be here. And it's an energy of resistance, is what it feels to me. So it's not really necessarily an evil or a dark, although maybe it can be in some cases, but it's more of that resistance that that I'm holding on to the old way. I don't want to move forward. I want to stay here. And I want you to stay with me, kind of energy. So let's keep us all here. And so you're being asked to be up here, and not here in it, and not to judge it or be angry or even have any type of reaction to it, but just to send it off with love or just send it some lights and keep yourself up here by not getting entangled in that darker energy, or not darker but heavier resistance type energy. And that's what I was feeling. And so I drew some cards from the Metatron deck, and the first one I got was number 22, Archangel Sandalphon.
That's a big number this week.
22, yeah.
Hmm.
Yes. And I'm seeing that all over as well. And what Archangel Sandalphon is saying is, go back and enjoy the simple things in life that bring you joy. And of course, she's also affiliated with music. And when you think of music, you think of harmony. Um, Music elicits so many different emotions in you when you listen to it. Some can make you cry, some make you happy, some, you associate different times in your life with music. So basically, just go back to those simpler times. Right now, it's not so simple out there, but you don't have to be in that mixed. You can stay in those simpler times by keeping that higher perspective of like the hawk, um, and knowing that you're protected and you're safe like the eagle. And the other one was 14 boundaries. And how this one resonated with me, and it can mean different things for different people. You may need to set some boundaries to be able to stay in that higher vibration with others, and or um, you just set some boundaries where you say, I'm just going to let them do what they need to do, but maybe not be a part of it, and just do what I need to do. So it's also about that protection. We talked about protection. Boundaries is a part of that. So when you're setting those boundaries, you're also protecting yourself from things that maybe are no longer serving you. And then I got some good old earth, because number 18, Mother Earth, is coming in and saying, listen, come on, guys. This is grounding. This is where we need to kind of know that, yes, things are changing. Yes, things are moving forward, but ground yourself. And no, again, it's all about knowing that you are headed in the direction that you need to be headed in.
Hmm.
Okay, and I got to wrap this up. So the last card I got was number 8, the Strength card, and this is what we need this week. The lion or the lamb. Let's be the Strength card this week, and not like with a fierceness or a um, not an aggressive way, but just holding that strength, like the majestic eagle does, just holds that strength. And then the 10 of swords, healing comes every day. So the 10 of swords is about some healing. So make sure that you're trying to find some healing every day in the way that you are interacting with others. So I'm going to pass it off to Kitty now. And at the end, I'll pull some of the just last messages then.
It's pretty amazing. First of all, my energy tonight is real. It's kind of been spacey all day. Um, and part of that is, this is 2022 is the year of reset. And this week we have 20 or 2 20 22, and we have 2 22 2022. And so this is the year of reset. This is a universal higher portal year. And so when you talk about that protection, it is about you are being asked to be different than you are. And coming forth, so normally I go over the week, but this is kind of a 3-4 week period that we're going into, all the way actually up into April. And there is this great Neptune energy available that's imaginative and higher learning, but it also can get us into that kind of more denser version of ourself, because it gets kind of stubborn and it doesn't really want to reset. So today we really had an opportunity to kind of balance our structure a little bit, and that the moon is in Libra and we're crossing with Saturn, so we were asked to kind of balance and get ready for the week. The 21st is, so we have this portal day in between, and a portal day with those two being balance, two being yin and yang, two being all of those things that two is. And the 21st is actually a holiday, it's President's Day. And so what's happening too is a lot of hidden truths for ourselves and for secrets are coming. We're going to see bigger secrets even evolving more and more in the world. They're coming up. Motivations are being questioned, and that's what's happening internally for us as well. These things are asking you to really look at what does it mean to hold a more expanded vibration, because you're going to have a chance to really look at that dense part of yourself that's going to keep kind of showing up this week. It kind of walks through the whole week. Now, on the 22nd itself, the energy of chaos is kind of flip-flopping back and forth, and the energy of transformation is kind of being squared, just kind of being held. But what is working really, really well in the background is spirit, expansion, and our relationships with our determination. And this is really about the expansion of ourselves and holding the vision of who you want to be. You're going to get a lot of practice this week. Yay! Of looking at who you want to be. And so,
Beautifully said.
So, this is one of those advantage weeks where you can say, writing things down, things that are coming up to you, because we're getting, we are moving faster. It's been starting to pick up, and it's moving tremendously fast. And it is kind of tickling the imagination in the reality of what is it we are to be. Oh, look at that. I hit a funny button on my computer and you all disappeared. Yay. Can
you see us now?
Yes, this is really about that illusion, more expansive and denseness. Now, on the 22nd is the point where the United States starts its Pluto square, and it's at the exact. And one of the things that was in the United States chart was that both Mercury and Pluto were retrograde. So the United States had this foundation about hidden things and structures, and even though we were trying all men are created equal, what was our definition of that? So we really are going to be looking at this revolutionary, what does it mean? What is the vision we truly want to hold? And we know we're going to be hearing for some people's more limited version of that, and that's what's going to happen. There is a control theme that's happening this week, even though we've got the Pisces flow going. There's a lot of Capricorn energy really trying to restructure. On the 23rd, we have our will, that Capricorn will Mars, something being sparked with spirit. So on the 23rd, pay extra attention to your synchronicities. Extra. Something's going to come forth for you, because a lot of other things are being kind of held back. And then on the 24th, we have an opportunity to activate a whole lot of energy. We have the opportunity to activate our relationships, our will, all of these things with the very personal side of us. And if you don't happen to know what your moon is, that's a good day for your moon lessons. Again, this is really putting the mirror up in front of us and looking at the denser energy, even though we're trying to hold the higher vibration. This is a huge opportunity to do some cutting and letting go as we start to get ready for that new moon. We're getting a lot of activation of our larger structures on who we want to be. So there's a lot of opportunities this week. That doesn't mean it's going to feel fast, and we're going to be looking at stuff perhaps on another layer that we thought we may have let go of. This is all because we're getting a vision of what's coming. What is it we can hold? Where can we go? So that eagle perspective is absolutely perfect. Can I fly above and look down? Eagles have amazing perception from above. And that key to the boundaries to your structures are, what is the world I want to create? What is the vision I can fine tune? And you're going to be getting extra information this week. So that's pretty cool. It may seem a little bit like this, but it is an amazing, the 25th, guys, that's a great day to take a little break. There's no real extra elemental things. So you've got kind of a break this week for this secrets and things letting go. And we are moving into this big water flowing, so storms and things are going to be a part of this. But for this week, here's this balance, this 2 energy, and that is the energy we are resetting. So get rest. Self-care should be what you build your day around, not how you fit it in. Build your world around it. So anyway, that's our vibe of the week.
Well, Kitty, there's 2 things I want to say that you said that makes perfect sense. I do feel that this card was to do with the weather also. When you said that, that just popped right back at me that I forgot to say that there is going to be some wonky weather. And the other thing is, make sure you are watching those synchronicities. And I know you said that for that one day. I feel like they're already coming in. Just like today, I had the eagle in my meditation. Sue sent those pictures of the eagles. Someone else said something about an eagle. I kept seeing it over and over again. So those signs and symbols are bringing you a message. So make sure you're paying attention to those.
And really be aware, there will be a lot of denser energies activating all over the world, governments, all kinds of things are going to be happening. And this is where it will trigger your denser energy. And how do you step beyond that and hold that other space? So,
Right. So our last words for Vibe of the Week is make each day count, which I love that because Kitty told us that each day's gonna almost have like, think of House of Flavors. It's like got all those varieties. It might be a little different each day. So, look at each day, watch this again, see what the energy is for that day.
I think we'll sit here next Sunday and think, was that only a week ago we were on? That's how it's going to kind of feel.
Oh boy, fasten your seatbelts and follow the golden rule. Okay. So, and this is really an important one because, treat others the way you want to be treated, and that includes yourself. Be kind to yourself this week. If you're kind to other people, why not show yourself the same? All right, Vibe of the Week. Overall, no. Are we done?
I hope I can maintain today's energy. I did a lot of packing today. So, and a lot of cleaning out and a lot of, that Earth card's important. Spend some time in Earth. But again, plan your day around your self-care, not the other way around.
Well, I'm just kind of like this because I've had a lot of this. My granddaughter's birthday is today. Yesterday we had the party for the family. Today we had just the party with mom and dad and grandma and grandpa. So I'm just coming down from a lot of excitement.
Well, that's one reason we decided, which we wanted to announce. This week we don't have a program. We do have Daphne, You Do You on Thursday. Come talk about the book. Even if you haven't had a chance to read the whole book or take a look at it, come join us anyway. It's a wonderful book about her journey and how you learn to do You Do You. And then we were going to be starting our own class on Tuesday, and just been so much of this energy coming in that we've pushed it off to March. We still have people we're trying to contact. We do have a winner that we're contacting first to let them know for the free class. And it has just been that kind of energy, you guys. It
It
really,
really
really has
has.
been.
And so again, kind of in the theme of what's coming is when I said, when we were talking about is just don't push it, you know what I mean? So just take that nice Sandalphon, come back to that more, gradual comfort zone kind of thing. And so Kitty and I decided, you know what, with everything that's been going on, and there's other things too as well in our lives and in yours too, we just decided that we could rush it and do it, but neither of us felt good about that because that's not one who we are. And we just wanted to just push it back and just say, you know what, let's do it and do it right. And maybe those of you that were thinking about taking the class have had the same kind of week. I don't know, but so yeah, yeah.
Hi,
Amen.
Ariel. So, these two cards have been sitting out for me all week. This is the Eight of Cups. This is the Mother Peace deck. I've had this deck for, oh, it's sad to say, but getting up there till 40 years. And this is kind of what it's like right now. This eight-sided, eight emotion,
Mm,
all of these
eight
cups that are
health.
being filled in. And with it is this Mother Piece of Two of Swords. And look, she draws, the feathers are used as swords. And boy, I have actually this circled. Birds have been around a lot. There are messages, in the birds. And this is kind of what we're trying to do. Look at the birds trying to balance there. That infinity sign. Again, eight, And it's just,
Balance and even choices.
well, it's very easy to get, and if this happens to you, make sure that you give yourself forgiveness, um, or grace, or whatever you'd like to call it. You will be confronted with your denser energy this week. I try not to call it lower vibration because then I have a judgment on it. But my denser that's here to teach me something or help me look at the boundaries that I need. And this week, secrets are coming out. So some of this denser energy might not be rising in you as much as something comes out or something is a big piece of this. So, you know,
Yeah, definitely. It feels like the light is shining on certain things and it's going to make you question or open up things, or just like you said, the secrets are coming out. The light is being shown on some of that stuff. I'm already feeling that, and we haven't really hardly started the week. So I get that 100%, Kitty.
well, and we're building to this big conjunction of Neptune and Jupiter. And the last time it was in Pisces was 1852. There were a lot of floods all over Europe. There were also some of the inventions that were showing up, technology, were cameras, the ability to capture film but in color. Those were just starting. The ability to be able to capture images. And so this Piscean piece wants us to really flow. It's very, very deep emotional healing. It's the ascended masters. So we are really looking at how do we get there. And there's a lot of people running around with these doom and gloom.
Yeah.
It's where you put your energy. It's where you send it.
That's
Um,
right.
this is a year to reset. We're
Send them
going
off
to
with light and
reset.
love.
Yeah, reset. I mean, things are not going to all be light and love, but we
No,
are
I meant when
resetting.
you
Yeah,
when you when you encounter that, rather than getting involved or in
right.
intertwined with it or whatever
Well,
or
especially because this is going to be at the collective level, this
yeah.
information is coming out. It's not
Yeah.
just what's coming up in us. It's very
Oh,
collective, and
exactly.
it's going to be hard not to be sucked in and
That's
triggered.
exactly what I'm saying right there. Stay up on that bird on a
Yep.
wire. Stay up there.
Know where your boundaries are. If you need to turn the
Yes.
television off, turn it off. If you need not to have the
Yes.
conversation, don't have the conversation. It
Set your
doesn't mean it's not
boundaries.
going to get in, but boy, but it's also an amazing opportunity, to really look at that and reset.
Absolutely.
And that's kind of the opportunity the United States has to reset and really look at where are we going from here,
That's
you
right.
know?
That's right.
So, and secrets are coming. I mean, even this week, this so and so is, there were all kinds of, and I didn't even follow all of the little tendrils that were starting to show up.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
so,
I hear you. I hear you. All right.
um,
Lovely ladies and gentlemen, if you're out there watching.
so, if there's any questions, let us know. Please reach out for the Navigating is Spirit 101
Yeah.
class. We'll repost the date with the description.
Yeah.
And I think that that's kind of it. I'm going to look at my notes to see. Oh, be getting ready for dreams, guys. This is a great week to interact, to get in the practice, because it's going to build all the way through the middle of April, really into July. But the
Cool.
ability to interact with your dreams, to set an intention, to have it answer stuff for you, get ready for it. It's going to
Love
change.
that. Love that.
So,
Thank you for letting us know that. Write your dreams down so you
write
don't
your dreams
forget.
down, keep that pencil and paper. But even more importantly, before you go to sleep, ask for an answer.
Yeah.
You might not get it that night, but something is this. It's like our ability to manifest is tripling and quadrupling. So, kind of be
Beautiful.
careful where you putting your. Be careful what you ask for,
Oh,
basically.
yeah. Be careful what you ask for.
So, But anyway, so I'm Kitty.
I'm Amy J.
Aloha, oi.
Boy. Until next week. That's
Until
all for
next week.
Vibe of the
We'll
Week.
see. We'll see how it feels next week. Like,
Oh,
was
gosh.
that only
Yeah.
a week?
And don't,
So,
don't blame us. We're just the messenger.
so
Bye
all
for
right.
now.